Respond to the following. Backwards design starts at the end in mind. Wiggins and McTaggie wrote that learning is most effective when the teacher begins their lesson designs with the end results in mind. To do this, educators must ask themselves three essential questions. What are the specific outcomes? What is the evidence of learning? And what are my learning activities to teach this outcome? When designing the unit on narrative writing for my grade 6 students, I looked up the curriculum objectives for my specific outcomes. This provided a useful framework to help me identify teaching and learning priorities and guide my design of curriculum and assessments. To get a sense of where my students were in their learning and to enable them to self-regulate by independently evaluating their progress, I created a self-assessment tool as an assessment for learning using I can statements. I also created and distributed a rubric of a complete narrative introduction as an assessment of learning. This rubric aligned with the Program of Studies Outcomes self-assessment tool and the government rubric. It was in student-friendly language, ensuring the students had clear learning targets and knew the direction of their learning. Next, I asked myself, how will the students get there? What do they need to know to demonstrate their knowledge? Knowing what I would be assessing my students on helped me to choose the learning activities to teach this outcome, which was teaching them about the different types of hooks, how to use them, and teaching them the essential aspects of an introduction. Beginning with the end in mind by thinking about the specific learning sought and the evidence of such learnings before thinking about what I, as a teacher, would do or provide in teaching and learning activities, ensured my lessons would not be activity or coverage oriented when teaching my students how to write a narrative story piece.
Created using Powtoon.